This is our second example of solving systems of equations by elimination. In this case, we are going to have to do step number 1. Step number 1 is to create a pair of opposites. Right now, the y's have a 3 and a 2. The x's have a 2 and a negative 1. Neither of those are opposites, so nothing is going to cancel out when we add the equations together. We have to do some work first. Making this decision is probably the hardest part of doing elimination. It's going to be kind of tricky to turn a 2 and a 3 into opposites. But a negative 1 and a 2, we can make those opposites by multiplying the second equation by 2. If I multiply this equation by 2, I get negative 2x plus 2y. Nope. I almost made a mistake there. This multiplication has to go by each of the 3 parts. So this 2 has to get multiplied by this 2. So that's a 4y. And 1 times 2 is 2. So I took this equation. To create a pair of opposites, I multiplied it by 2. And then I can either do the addition from here, or lots of people like to rewrite the other equation alongside it. Now we have finished step 1. And this now looks like the previous example, where we had a pair of opposites. So we can go to step 2. We add these up. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. We don't have to write anything. 4 plus 3 is 7y. 2 plus 12 is 14. These numbers are awesome. Y equals 2. That was the end of step 2 and step 3. The last step is to take this value. We now know that y is the same as 2. Y is equal to 2. And I can plug it into either of these original equations. I wouldn't plug it into these intermediate ones. I would go all the way back to the original. I'm going to take the top equation. This is step 4. The top equation is 2x plus 3y equals 12. I'm choosing the top equation because it's all positive. I don't want to deal with that negative. But it wouldn't matter. The answer will be the same if you chose the bottom equation. I have to make sure that this 2 gets plugged in for y. It's got to go here. Y is equal to 2, so it goes into that spot. 2x plus 3 times 2 equals 12. 2x plus 6 equals 12. 2x equals, subtract the 6, divide by 2, and I now have my answer. Remember, if you're going to write it as an ordered pair, the x goes first, the y goes second. This is our solution. And we can always plug it in to check. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1. It works.